my husband cooked
Yes.
me a steak for the first time, I was like,
Yes.
wow, steak's not meant to be grey and unseasoned.
Exactly how I felt.
I was like, what? Mum, never cook me steak again in your life. What do you think going into this interview that your mum's going to say?
I don't want you to feel bad. I don't want to bring the
Oh,
room
God.
down, but my parents, they passed away. So, but don't feel bad because they had a very good life.
Phil, what are you doing? I couldn't hear you before, but are you bouncing around in there? What are you bouncing on?
I'm on an elliptical machine,
Are
right?
you?
Yeah,
But
look here.
I've interviewed people for 21 years and I have never interviewed somebody whilst on an elliptical. So this is a big day for
You
old
know why?
Sharon.
Because you never had such a Hollywood big shot before. We all do this.
Oh, Phil, I am so excited to have you on the podcast. And this is going to be a hell of a throwback, but also a personal request. Your book, You're Lucky, You're Funny, it is one of my favorite books of all time. I've tried to find like physical copies of it for years because I tried to buy my boss some, and I just end up sending the audiobook around because it's all I can find
Yes.
in New Zealand.
Yes.
And so it's hilarious to me that you've ended up having a career like and talking about food all the time, because
Yes.
ever since I read this book, whenever I'm working in tele or if I'm on like a shoot or something, I think of you every single time I'm at like the catering craft service table, because I remember
Yes.
you talking about how important food is on a set and how when there was
That's
bad
right.
catering on Everyone Loves Raymond, it just like ruined the vibe of the show. It's so good.
The army travels on its stomach, right? And one of the best ways to show people that you work with that you care about them is the food.
Yes, you're so right. And then
It's
honestly,
how you make a family.
it's incredible. And like that entire book, I know that we're not here to talk about that book today, but that entire
It's
book
okay.
changed my like whole view on how I looked at like creativity and like when I was working on telly shows and stuff like that. And whenever I like meet somebody new that's like a boss in media, I'm like, have you read this book? You need to read this book.
Oh,
It'll change
oh,
your
how
life.
nice.
It's amazing.
That's so nice. Thank you.
Oh, and
Thank
I
you. That was 10 years ago, that book.
was it? Oh my
Yeah.
God. It
And
was
after I finished that book, I started to think about what the next chapter would be of my life. And I thought of this travel show. And it took 10 years to get the travel show.
well, because that's the thing, is that like I was thinking about that. Have
Actually,
you?
it's 20. Wait, I lied. It's 20 years since the book.
Oh my
Yes, it's
God.
2000. That book came out in 2006,
Wow. That's
not 2016. And then
wait.
10 years to get the travel show, and it's been 10 years since then.
It's honestly, that's made me feel very
I'm
old, but
old.
it's me too. Welcome. Welcome. That must mean that you've had the best career, because you've created one of the most iconic comedy shows of all time with Everybody Loves Raymond. And now your job is
Thank
to
you.
travel the world eating food. Do you look at your career
Yes.
and go, Phil, you've nailed it?
I just can't get over how lucky I am. I get up in the morning and I'm so grateful just that I got up, first of all. And next, that, my wife of 36 years is next to me, and my dog Murray is at the foot of our bed, and my kids are happy and healthy and married, and they all live very close by, and I work with them. It's a
Oh,
nice life, not just career. I'm very, very lucky.
that is so beautiful. And so what does your mum think about it? Because I love like the relationship that you guys have. Like, what do you think going into this interview that your mum's going to say? You shouldn't have done that, Phil. You shouldn't have said that, Phil. What do you think that
Well,
she would be saying to you?
I don't want you to feel bad. I don't want to bring the
Oh
room
God.
down, but my parents, they passed away. So, but don't feel bad because they had a very good life and they were very happy with their kids and everything, but they've been gone now several years. Yeah. Don't feel bad, dear. It's okay.
This is like
The
the
reason you
worst
think
moment of my interview ever.
No, no, no. The reason you think that they're still with us is because you've seen them on the show. You've seen them
Yes.
on the travel show. Yes, on Somebody Feed Phil. And they were always the best part of the show. They were always so funny and great. And I miss them, but I built a diner in LA and named it Max and Helen's.
Oh my God, that is so cute. I'm so sorry. That is the first time I have
Don't be
ever got that
sorry.
wrong. If I could,
It's
if
fine.
I am like sweating so bad,
Don't.
that is like my
I
worst nightmare is to say that to
don't
somebody
feel
and then you find
bad.
out their parents have
I
passed. I'm so sorry.
don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Listen,
Well,
you're so ahead in the plus column because you mentioned that book from 20 years ago. That's already say whatever you want, man.
okay, great. Well, that makes me feel relieved. I am definitely going to sweat through my outfit by the end of this interview. But
Well,
let's move.
I'd like to see it. Yes.
Well, it's going to be gross, I'll tell you that. So tell me about like, so you've been on this journey, you've been all around the world, you have eaten in so many different places. What is the
Yes.
most disappointing meal that you've ever
Oh,
had, and how dramatic
oh.
have you been about it?
Well, speaking of my mother, not the best cook. A lot of disappointing meals in that house. Yes.
No.
Yes. It wasn't until I left that house that I had food with what we call flavor.
That's so true. When I left home, and my husband cooked
Yes.
me a steak for the first time, I was like,
Yes.
"Wow, steak's not meant to be grey and unseasoned. This is a totally new
Exactly.
experience."
Exactly how I felt. I didn't have, after I left that house, I didn't have a steak in a restaurant until I was 23 years old. And I didn't want it. People say, come, we're going to the steakhouse. Oh, I hate steak. What do you mean? How can you eat steak? You're a vegetarian? No, I just don't. I don't. It's terrible, tough and dry. They say, come with us. I'm not kidding you. When they brought it out, it was so beautiful, sizzling on the platter, thick like this, beautiful crust on the outside, red on the inside. I said, that's steak?
It's unreal. I had the exact same experience, and my
Right.
mind was blown. I was like, "What, Mum? Never cook me steak again in your life."
My mother had a setting on her oven for shoe.
That is a common setting, I think, for mums, especially in like the 80s
Yes.
and 90s. It's crazy. But do
Yes.
you think, because I talk about this with music all the time, but I also feel like it's a thing with food where
Yeah.
there's like there's foods that even if you don't like it, you have to pretend you like it. Like all of my friends are
Yes.
obsessed with like pistachio spreads and Biscoff, and I'm kind of like,
Yes. Yes.
What do you
Right.
think? Do you think there's foods that you have to pretend that you like just to like stay cool?
I don't pretend anything. There's no acting on the show. I'm always going to be polite. So maybe that is a bit of acting, but it's never so bad that once in a while, there's an ingredient that I'm not crazy about. Like in Hong Kong, I had the 1,000-year-old egg. Have you ever had
Yeah.
that?
Oh no, that sounds horrific.
It's not for me. It's not really 1,000, by the way. It just tastes like that. And I had something in Santiago, Chile called puree, which comes out of a rotten looking coral. And it's this orange gloppy thing, and it tastes like iodine because it's
Oh,
90% iodine. So that's terrible. But it's not a restaurant's fault or a chef's fault. It's the ingredient itself. So I
yeah,
have no problem saying that. But I'm never going to be, oh, you're a terrible chef on the show. I don't want to ruin
yeah.
someone's business. Plus, I'm only trying to I have a limited amount of time on the show. Why waste it on things that aren't good?
Well, because that was the thing that I thought is like when you were doing like like a show like what you're making for Netflix, it's
Yeah.
like, do you get the chance to eat the whole meal, or do you just like get what you film and then because your schedule's so tight of where you have to be that you're kind of like, okay, cool, I've had my taste, I've got to go somewhere else, or do you actually get to sit and enjoy it?
I get to sit and enjoy it. I say,
Good.
I'm going to taste. Say this. I'm going to taste everything you want me to taste, and I'm not going to finish anything. So
Well,
they
I
know
mean,
in advance I'm not
yeah.
finishing anything. And I know that people they look at me and like, how come you're not 400 pounds, right? But it's because I don't finish anything and I share everything with the crew. It's only fun if you can share it.
Yeah, you're right. And also you're doing interviews on your elliptical, so it's like all balance. You're like sorting
This
yourself
doesn't
out.
happen by itself.
Oh my God, I love you. You're like, it's always like nerve-wracking when you have to interview someone that you really respect, and you're always like, please don't be a dick, please don't be a dick. And I'm so stoked that you're as cool as I thought you would be. It's very exciting.
Oh,
Um,
well, I'll be a dick. I'll be a dick in a minute or two.
Okay, well, we'll see how. Don't do that because I'll sweat even more than I'm already sweating. But you're bringing your show to New Zealand, and so for people that
Yes.
they've watched the TV show, they may have loved Everybody
Yes.
Loves Raymond back in the day.
Yes.
What can people expect at this live show? Because it might not be what people think it is.
I love to tell people when they say, "What do you do in a live show?" I say, "I come on stage with a sandwich and I eat it and then I leave."
You should actually open with that as a joke. Like that would be quite if you just did like a 5 minute bit of just sitting there eating a
Well, you
sandwich.
watch me do it on TV. I thought that's what you want.
I know.
No,
Well, it could be good.
we show a little highlight reel from the show,
Hmm.
6 7 minutes. Then I come out with a moderator. Maybe you can be the moderator in Auckland.
Oh my God,
Yeah, why not?
keen? I would love to. That would be my
Come
dream.
on,
Okay.
do it. Come out with a moderator.
Yep.
You ask me whatever
Apparently.
you want. I tell my funny stories about my life, my childhood, my parents who passed away. And
I won't ask you that on the night. I will not ask you that on the night. I will not open the night by going, so Phil, are your parents here?
yeah, let's bring them out.
Okay, sorry. Carry on. So
Um,
so first I'm gonna do that, and then
so
what are we
so
gonna
that
do?
we do that, and the whole second half of the show is Q&A with the audience.
Oh,
And I love it because people bring their kids and little kids ask questions and the parents and it's so much fun. The people are so funny always, and I get to be funny with them, and we have a ball.
oh, that is amazing. Well,
Yeah.
I am very much looking forward to this. This interview has gone way better. It's really saved itself from my bad research. But okay, so when you come to Auckland,
Yes.
the best sandwich that you're gonna eat is
Yes.
the fed chicken sandwich, and it is at it's made. There's a New Zealand chef you may have heard of. His name's Al Brown. He's the goat, and he's got two restaurants. One's called the Federal Deli, and one's called Depot, and they're right next to each other. So you're gonna get the chicken salad sandwich at the Fed, and get the like poutine gravy fries thing, and then you're gonna go next door, and you're gonna get oysters, and you're going
No,
to get the fish sliders. Unless you're vegetarian, then I'm going to have to rethink all my
no,
suggestions.
no. I eat everything.
Also, I've got like a cheap, cheerful, but vibey Japanese place that if you're here on a
Oh.
Saturday night, it's like BYO wine and everyone just has such a great time. But I'll send you a list of recommendations. There's lots of good spots.
Oh,
Well, you sound like the person to know in Auckland.
Thank you so much for your time today. It's been an absolute pleasure. And we look forward to seeing you when you're in New Zealand.
I can't wait to see you, dear. Thank you.
Oh my God, I love you.